in Chief Meteorologist Scott Padgett because, I mean, Scott, we only had a tornado warning in a portion of Tarrant County over towards Johnson County, but these damages are way more widespread than that.
And the reason is because we had winds up to near 70 to 75 miles per hour. Sometimes those are straight line winds. Those gusts can be very strong. And that picture we were just showing you from Wills Point, I'm able to look as well. So not only was that roof kind of blown off, I'm able to see the picture here a little bit more. It looks like some of the building sides down as well. This is the old section of downtown Wills Point. Some brick facade as well coming down. You saw them efforting the cleanup. Wanted to show you this picture, though, from our studios here in East Fort Worth. We're looking west, and we can see some blue sky peeking out. So that's a sign that the storm system is continuing to shift its way to the east. It is 49 degrees right now in East Fort Worth. But looking at the first alert radar, this is what we are looking at. The majority of the severe weather now out of North Texas is the southeast sides that we're still looking at. Some severe thunderstorm warnings that remain in effect. And I know this looks kind of messy for us. We're taking the lightning off. Thanks, Brittany. You read my mind. As you take a look through parts of Anderson County, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning. South sections of it until 8:30. The north sections also till about 8 o'clock. But the storm that is prompting that severe thunderstorm warning is now continuing to shift its way to the east. So east of Palestine, you're able to see that is continuing now northeast of you, continuing to work its way east at about 50 to 60 miles per hour. So the majority of the strongest activity now is continuing to shift its way into East Texas. You can see near Tyler, near Mineola, dealing with some of those stronger storms. This is not for us. Let's widen out the view. I want to show you the severity of these storms, and you can see this is now the northeast sides of the state. A couple of tornado warnings, a confirmed tornado near Bowie, Texas. That's not in Bowie County, as you can see, near Cass County. So we're seeing that and working its way northeast pretty fast. So that's a confirmed tornado. Now closer towards home, we just have some rain in the east sides of the Metroplex. The west sides, the rain is coming to an end, and we're seeing some clearing skies happening for us. But let's, if you want to, already go ahead and widen out the radar, back at the radar by about 5 or 6 hours if we can. And let's walk you through this loop as these storms work their way on in. And you can see that this morning, here we are, 1 to 2 o'clock, starting to see some severe storms come together. Here's Graham, stretching our way down towards the Graham area, Breckenridge. Then you notice how this line really came together. Here we are, 3 to 4 o'clock. We started to see the severe thunderstorm warnings, 4 to 5 o'clock, making their way into parts of Parker County, Wise County. This is where we had those winds up to 70 miles per hour. 5 to 6 o'clock, west sides of the Metroplex. We saw that move through 6 to 7 o'clock, east sides of the Metroplex, and now continue to shift its way to the east. So that's what we're keeping in mind for you this morning. I want to let you know that the tornado watch still continues for the east sides of North Texas. The Metroplex not included in that, but we still have a first alert weather day, Brady, because of the really windy conditions on the way.
That's exactly right. Our winds have calmed down behind these storms, but as we get into the midday hours and this afternoon, those winds really start to pick back up. So that's why we have a first alert weather day continuing through your Tuesday, not because of another round of severe storms, but because we are looking at more wind gusts of 50, maybe even 60 miles an hour. So we have a wind advisory in place for all of North Texas until 9 o'clock this evening. And you can see our future wind gusts as we get closer to the lunch hour out west. Those winds really start to ramp up. We're getting gusts 50 to 60 miles an hour. And then around 1 o'clock, we already have wind gusts near 40 miles an hour along the I-35 corridor. Those continue to strengthen as we head into that evening drive. 50-mile-per-hour winds as you're headed home from work, maybe even picking up the kids. So definitely take extra caution out there on the roadways because you are really going to notice that wind. And we still have those strong gusty winds into the evening hours. It'll take until tomorrow before we start to see those winds subsiding. With the winds really picking up and dry conditions, that humidity drops off west of 35. That's going to lead to an elevated fire threat. Even though we had a round of storms this morning, they were very quick moving. So we are looking at any fire that does start rapidly spreading out of control. So please make sure you do not do anything to start a fire today. But as Scott was mentioning, I wanted to show you some of these clear blue skies that we have, especially west of 35 right now. We are going to have a window of sunshine, but as those winds start to pick up this afternoon, we're going to start to see more clouds moving back in. Highs today will get back into the mid to upper 60s, but your first alert 7-day forecast showing a cooler day on the way for tomorrow. Highs only in the lower 60s. After a brief warm up heading into Friday, more showers and another cool down on Saturday. We'll be right back.